It can be a tough decision for parents when to let kids play with technology like an iPad.
Well, for some families, it's not a toy, it's a tool, and doctors say it's making a remarkable difference for children who aren't able to communicate like their classmates. WSBT's Ted Land shows us how the device is helping a local boy who has autism. Ted?
Well, Rick and Jennifer, they say this is one of the few tools that actually works for him. It's an iPad, same one you might have at home. For some families, it's one of the breakthrough medical advances of this decade.
Orange.
Orange, please.
Orange.
Orange, please.
8-year-old Jackson Shaliel knows what he wants.
Jack, what do you want? Do you want? Oh. Aww, you got it. You sneaky.
He just hasn't always been able to ask.
Wait a second.
To tell his therapists or his mom what's on his mind.
Oranges or pretzels or a drink? What are we doing?
Autism prevents Jackson from developing as quickly as other kids.
Oh, okay.
For the longest time, it halted his ability to utter more than just a few simple words.
Let's eat it.
But this, a few $100s worth of technology you can pick up at the mall,
Wait, hold on. Let's go back.
has changed so much.
We should say
Thanks.
thanks. Thanks for helping me out.
When we started 6 months ago, he had no voice at all. So watching him be able to do these things and interact this way is ginormous growth.
I'm frustrated.
iPads loaded with a handful of special communication apps
I'm thirsty.
are now an increasingly important tool in the treatment of kids like Jackson.
They don't get to that point I call the nuclear meltdown, where everything is all of a sudden horribly overwhelming and they end up crying or having a fit.
They're so effective,
Please?
Dr. Carol Luzzi, a developmental pediatrician for Beacon Health System, will loan iPads to her patients who don't already have one.
Let's go.
They're hearing the articulation, the pronunciation correctly, the grammar is correct, it's in the first person. The children actually start to talk faster because they're using these apps. This is a once a decade kind of change in my practice.
I like it.
I have red, I have black. Oh, you want the blue one? Okay.
Jackson was recently able to read a book at school,
Here it goes.
and he had a line in a musical using his iPad.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
Well, I could start crying. It's wonderful because for a long time we didn't think he would ever have any type of voice. So this is his voice.
Slide.
We want to go down the slide.
His therapists insist the device is not a replacement for his actual voice.
Was it fun? It's definitely a path to try to build towards verbal communication.
Swing.
Row, row, row your boat.
And while spoken words are still rare,
Just a happier child all over.
at least now
All done.
he can connect. He's having fun with that, and you can customize those apps, adding different words and names which aren't already in the database. Say there's a title of a book the kids are reading in class, you can put that in the iPad and he can say it, or a sibling's name, to make it a little easier for them.
Yeah, very emotional for the parents to see that, the communication level. Is he speaking it all? What does his mom say about that?
Well, she says he's saying about 2 or 3 word phrases, mostly at home. Hasn't quite gotten to full sentences yet, but that's what they're hoping, is that by using the iPad, it'll help him make those connections in his mind by hearing them and knowing what words go where, so that maybe in the next few years he'll be able to put a sentence together.
It would certainly make sense that maybe he would be able to do that.
They're hoping so, yeah.
Yeah, Ted, thank you.